Hey guys, welcome to the show. Tonight we got Bunny Cigars. We got Justin with us. This is the Cigar Dudes podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of the leaf, welcome to our show. It's time for the Cigar Dudes podcast. Let's freaking go!
All right.
I love that intro.
I know
It's good.
Get you going.
Yeah.
Let me get this. Where'd it go? Damn it! There it is.
You got it? Oh,
Yep.
look at that.
Yeah.
All right.
Holy cow! Everybody's jumping on here. Let's see. We got Gabe. We got. Oh, there's Nick, Goat, and a Bunny,
Yeah.
and Ass. Where's he at?
Hey, the goats and the bunnies have crossbred a few times, and it worked out for the best.
Absolutely.
I must say.
All right, what is this cigar? Because I'm going to light it up. What is this?
So that right there is the cease and desist. That is a Churchill Habano from 2020, and yeah, you cease and desist. You know, fuck you. Fuck around, find out.
It really tastes. It smells really good.
Yeah, I think Ish is familiar
So
with.
that was your first cigar, right?
No, that was not. No, we did a few before then. We started kind of doing it as like a group on a Facebook group that I had, just kind of playing around. We did a couple fun
Vitamin
things.
C.
We did like, vitamin C. Yes, we did like one called Daily Dose. Because a cigar a day keeps the doctor away, right? Mm-hmm. And then we did Idiot Repellent with Matt Booth, and then we did Cease and Desist with Matt Booth as well, and that was a collaboration. And so yeah, I think 2020 is when we started legitimizing everything, but that's a good one.
Why is Anthony licking something?
I don't know.
He's always licking something.
Mm.
So if you guys don't know who Justin is and you don't know Bunny Droppings, you're under a rock because there's no mistaking the man in the pink bunny suit ever. Like it's just I've been to events with him and we're out and about and then someone will send a picture and I'm like, we gotta go. Justin's in the suit. And then we gotta get right back to the lounge because Justin's in the suit. It's a thing and it's fantastic. So Justin, right now, where is the places that we're able to get Bunny Droppings?
So right now we try to keep our circle small, right? Less drama that way, less BS. And I'm a firm believer that like brick and mortar supports us just as much as we do the same, right? So instead of like flooding the market, I just try to build that core line and then we can go from there. Right now, you can go to Club Humidor in San Antonio. You could go to the Cigar Vault Oakdale in PA. Luxury Cigar Club carries a lot of our stuff as well. And then we've had a few that come in and out depending on what their preference is on our releases and stuff. We're not for everybody. Not every release is for everybody. And not every release that we do is retail friendly. So, but
You know that, right, Randy? Angel.
What'd you say, John?
Angel is that's how he says it. That's Miyagi. He goes by his government on his
Where'd he go?
Angel.
yeah, we got Greg in here.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's Miyagi-san. Yeah. He goes by his government.
Miyagi's on here. I love
Yes, sir.
Miyagi, man.
He's all right.
Every time I see that guy, I just want to
Cool. Whoa.
crawl up in his
What
beard.
happened, Aldi? Yeah.
I don't know. I'm in full freak out mode right now.
I don't know what happened.
Max headroom.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
You see, I put a stand there.
Man,
You
it
give me
screwed up mine. Holy gravy. I don't know what's happening.
Yo,
I'm going to jump out.
John looks like if Android just finally broke through the matrix and was like, "We're here to take over your world now."
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, what is
Yeah.
he smoking?
Keanu Reeves in the Matrix, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's what happens when you
think
smoke
this'll
crack
do it.
on a
Oh no, it's still
podcast
doing it.
instead of a
Even when I
cigar.
take it out, it's still doing it. Oh, he jumped out, so he'll come back.
And
So-
we lost him.
So anyway,
So-
Justin, many people probably don't know, but I do know. And I know that your mom likes,
Now I can't hear anyone.
love. You cannot hear me now? No?
Are we talking?
Yeah, can you hear me? What is there's some kind of
This is weird.
bunny gremlins in here for some reason.
Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
And we can hear Justin, but he can't hear us. That is so freaking weird.
This is never happened. It
You
never
still can't
happened.
hear us. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I don't know. So what's up, Ish?
Okay, so how you doing, man? So when you started Ironclad,
Yeah, this is the weirdest.
it never happened. Normally it's me.
Yeah, and you
I know it's-
got you an extender, and now everybody else is freaking out.
I swear to God, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. It's kind of weird.
Aldi said, "Give him a second." His is still
Well,
doing
he
it.
said, enter the studio. Okay, so he's in the studio.
Can you hear us?
Can you
now?
hear us now?
I can hear you now.
I don't know what happened with,
Aldi. I don't know.
but it's like whatever was going on with Aldi. Well, his is still doing it on his phone.
He was like
now.
it going like
Yeah.
that. But anyways, my question to you, Justin, it was I don't think many people know, but I do know that your mom likes, and she tells you, as a matter of fact, that she loves the very white cigar. Is that correct?
My mother?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, whose mother wouldn't love a Betty White tribute?
Yeah. So it's one thing that stick on my mind, like good for him.
Dude, if I told you what it was, you're
Yeah.
gonna die.
What
No.
was it?
Yeah, here legitimately,
Was
it
it a magnet?
was a Pugs moment. My Chrome decided to update during all that. So yeah, Chrome updated in the middle of it, and that's what caused all that.
Okay, so
That was a Pugs moment.
John, John,
you're
you
gonna
booted me off somehow.
I'm gonna tell you, John, it's something. You go to Amazon for $45. You have an extender. But anyways, let's go back to the show, guys.
What were you?
So-
I kind of go ahead, Justin.
I was just gonna say, Wi-Fi extenders actually create more interference and problems than just properly placing your router. Just saying.
No, either.
Want to know when
A bunny
when we
dropping
get
the
the-
boo boo. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
What is that? What is a labubu?
I'm pretty sure like Labubus are not even cool anymore. They were cool for like a week and a half, and I'm pretty sure they're like some satanic doll that everyone
Oh.
was going just ape shit for. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna have a bunny boo boo, but
Bunny boo boo la boo.
This reminds me back when I played music and there'd be a squeal in the PA and I couldn't figure it out, and it would sidetrack me for 30 minutes before I could get my mind back right. So this squirrels me a lot. In case you were wondering.
Justin, what are you smoking?
No, but it's okay.
I'm smoking our Maduro core line.
I got that on deck next, and I got the
Yeah.
I got the girl.
it was a debate between that. So like all of our older releases, I don't have any of them. I like to try to like the thought, I'm going to keep these and stash them or whatever. I either smoke through them or I end up giving them to someone who sends me 100 messages saying, we missed it. Because at the end of the day, like at this point in this situation, I need as many as I can to get to as many as people as possible. So hoarding cigars, I don't really believe in that. Like you should smoke cigars. That's why we have them. But so like my oldest cigar I have right now that I'm looking at is either a cease and desist or one of the newer Wabbit seasons.
Yeah, it's great. I try not to hoard, but I kind of do. Like there's some cigars in there that I would just not smoke because I have to find that right moment, and it's like when. But like I've got an OG Death Bucket sitting in there. I've got some early stuff from different places, and I'm like, what am I gonna smoke this? And it's like I need to just smoke them. It's not that big of a deal.
So I used to think that way too, and don't get me wrong, I have like tons of Opus from way back when that it's probably worth more than if I lit it now, I would enjoy it because I can't personally taste $100 bill. However,
Right.
I sat there for a long time and I was like, oh, this cigar, I'm gonna wait for that perfect moment, like this milestone, or the kids did this, or yada yada, right? And then I was like, that's dumb. Why don't I just smoke this cigar because it's an awesome cigar and I want to smoke it and enjoy it, and then make that the milestone or the memory. Like I got to enjoy this cigar and sit down, and it was a great cigar and I had a great time.
Yeah, and we've talked about it a lot on here about there not being there is no perfect cigar or perfect moment. It's what you're doing at that point in time that makes the memory. You could be smoking
Sure.
a factory reserve. No pun intended. But a factory smoke, you can be smoking, just a run-of-the-mill everyday cigar, and it's about who you're with and it's about the experience of that cigar. And it doesn't matter what it is. So it's like, I got a Saka Unicorn that I won. I would never pay for it. I would never buy a $100 cigar, but I got one sitting in there, and I'm like,
Saka will tell you right now that it's not worth $100, but
yep.
He's
shout out to Julie for that one.
So.
I wanted that.
John, Shaka will say that, and I can say that for the next month, you're out of the factory reserve. Yes. I want to just block you. That's because you're a comment.
I'm just making sure you're paying attention, Ish.
Oh, hey, I have an accent.
Yeah. I'm not deaf. I know.
Well, I want to share a screen real quick because of what today is, and it's just going to we're not going to be muted during this one. It won't.
250.
But I do want to play this, so maybe this won't mess us up.
The Marine Corps has stood as the vanguard of freedom. Every engagement, every objective secured, every hill taken has built a legacy. A legacy of unwavering dedication, profound sacrifice, and a relentless determination. For 250 years, we have kept a promise, forged in courage, hardened by sacrifice, and bound by an unwavering commitment to each other and our nation. A promise to be the first to fight.
In 1775, Marines, just like many of you, have shaped the resolve and strength of the United States. Your role is as important today as at any time in our history.
Throughout the years, the character of war has changed. One thing remains constant: our warrior spirit.
The Marine Corps in its 249th, soon to be 250th year, still sets a standard every Marine should be incredibly proud of, and I say that as a soldier.
We overcome and close with and destroy the enemy.
General Chuck Krulak said the Marine Corps does two things. It wins battles, it wins wars, and it makes Marines.
Happy 250th birthday, Marines. Semper Fi.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, and Justin, you were Army?
Yeah, so naturally, I have to. While I can appreciate the Marines, I have to say something, right? He said the Marines are good at two things, and then listed off three things. So in their recruitment video, he forgot to mention that one of those two things was not counting.
Yeah.
They're not good at that.
So it was 4. The one was eating crayons. He forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, can I tell funny? Okay, I'm not hating on. I am hating because that's our job, right? Like Marines hate on us, Navy. Well, I don't think Navy and Air Force get to really hate on many people, maybe each other, but like they don't have that banter with Army and Marines. But I was at a restaurant near a Army base in Alaska, and there was a recruitment like table where because it was in a strip mall, so obviously a strip mall has all the recruitment offices in it, and they had placed all their recruitment pamphlets in the restaurant. So you had the Air Force, you had the Navy, you had the Army pamphlets, and then you had the Marine pamphlets, and someone put all the kids menus that had the crayons next to the Marine pamphlets. And I was like, oh my God, that is the best marketing that anyone could ever do for the Marines. Like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, it made me want to join the Marines because I was like, that's some fucking funny shit, That's good humor.
I'm really taste.
Yeah, like, and then not that bad,
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't in the service, so happy 250th birthday, Marines, and thanks for your services. Thanks for your service, Justin, and everybody in the comments. There's a lot of Marines in our community on here and in the Discord and all that.
Look, I'm literally sitting here in a bunny suit trying to talk shit. So come, I'm here for it. Bring it on,
Here they come.
Game on.
Because you know what? I guarantee you, this color of pink is all of those Marines' favorite flavor of crayon. It's called Tickle Me Pink.
Oh my God.
I was just kidding. I love all of, but we're not talking shit. We're not talking shit. It's just the way it is.
So, bro, what got you into cigars? I mean, like, when did you? How long have you been doing this?
Like my first cigar I actually smoked when I was 16. Had no idea what the hell I was doing. I was just trying to be one of the cool guys or whatever. Choking up a lung, was, this is horrible. I didn't actually start getting into cigars until probably about 20, 21 years old. So about 17, 18 years ago, somewhere around there. And it was just kind of like a social thing to do, that's kind of how I started out. And then I ran into a box pressed Padron, and that was kind of like my aha. Like, cigars are good. Like, you can actually enjoy these outside of weddings or social environments or whatever, yada yada, right? And then shortly after that, maybe 2 years, 3 years before I really started, like, I have ADHD, so when I enjoy something, we hyperfixate and we will make that our life's purpose until we get kind of good at it, and then we get bored.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten kind of good at this yet, so I haven't gotten bored. So we're good there. But yeah, I mean, COVID made it really easy because when I got out of the military, I was trying to figure out like, okay, what am I gonna do? Right? Do I start a clothing apparel line? Do I, I had all these aha ideas, but none of them would really let me express my creative ability the way I wanted to. And cigars kind of gave me a creative outlet to where I did something a little military humor or a little brash on that end, and it was received well. And I was like, okay, cool. Maybe we found a lane here where we can just make sure that the cigar doesn't suck, and then we can just have as much fun as we want with the marketing, because maybe some people just want to relax and have some fun when it comes to this. And cigars are great because there's enough area for everyone, right? So everyone can have their own identity or their own marketing strategy or branding or whatever. Everyone's got their little alley of people.
Yeah, I like what you said. You found a lane that you fit. You kind of fit in that lane, and so the bunny. What's up with the bunny? Like what? First off, it's very friggin' cool and different. Like
It's total accident, man.
Unique. Really?
Yeah, it was total accident. We were in Alaska, COVID, huge unicorn herf. I was like, fuck, there's like 300 people on this herf. One, it's cold outside. Two, there's a lot of people on here. How am I going to demand attention? I threw on a Christmas story onesie that I had laying in the closet, and then the rest was history.
Who has that onesie just laying in the closet? That's the best part.
More or less.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, isn't there a fella out there that has a bunny tattoo?
Oh yeah, the Hobbit,
He's
man.
That big. He's about
Bruce.
that big. Brucey went and got.
Yeah, Bruce is my boy, man.
Yep.
Well, you have Bruce with you, don't you, John?
Bruce is in the house. It's too cold out here for him, and elves are heading up to the North Pole to help out Santa. So,
man. So I'll tell you what. The first time I met Bruce, he had already had the tattoo on him, right? And he was driving trucks at the time, and he was like, "Hey, I'm like 10 miles away from your house. I got your address off of a package you had sent me. Do you want to hang out?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." Well, I got this random guy.
That was creepy, Bruce.
Who's tattooed my logo on him, knows where I live, has drove a semi truck like candy cane within miles of my house, and has asked me to go pick him up. I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. Like, why not? Right? Like, what else can go wrong? And so I went and I picked him up. We went to the lounge and we smoked a couple cigars, and I took a picture with his leg, and then I took a picture with him and dropped him back off at the truck stop. And I think that truck stop had Arby's. Maybe we shared a roast beef sandwich together.
That's possible.
And it was great.
Yeah.
Y'all didn't share a milkshake, right? We're good.
Yeah.
No, not a straw thick enough.
Yeah, Bruce is an absolute trip. That's my boy. And when he showed me the tattoo, I was like, dude, he's like, I know. And I'm like, oh my God, man, what do you? No, bro, it'll work. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great deal. I mean,
yeah.
So Justin,
we
know that you like to fish. You were in Alaska, and you like to camp as well, weapons. Now, I know for a fact that you were in the Maverick, in the small version of the Maverick. How that feel like to be in that ship?
It was cool. I mean, it was awesome just getting to be, because that was like my first experience of Alaska, right? I mean, I went from Texas, lived in Alaska for like a week, was on a little pond skipper boat or plane to get to this boat and jumped on there. I was green as hell. I was getting my ass whooped all day, and I was older than like half the crew. So I was a little late to the wedding, if you will, but no, it was a great time and it was a great experience, and it helped me get further along in that field. And yeah, I just had I realized that was a career path I could have taken maybe 5 to 8 years before I actually did it, I would be retired by now, just living on a boat.
The question comes: do you smoke a cigar in the Maverick?
All day, yeah. I mean, it was you either had a cigar in your mouth, some people had a crack pipe in their mouth, but most people had cigars in their mouth, and it was great. Yeah, I mean,
nice.
You're constantly. I mean, you're sleeping maybe 2 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't as crazy as when it was when it was a crab boat, because the Maverick used to be a crab boat, and then they switched it over to a tender boat. Yeah. And they were always getting bullied on the Deadliest Catch because they were like the smallest crab boat. So they decommissioned it and made it a tender boat.
Yeah.
And that's how I got a job becoming like a fisherman, was working a deckhand on a tender boat. And we were a glorified like mobile gas station, essentially. I mean, we just go pick up people's fish and sell them cigarettes and ramen packets or whatever. But it was cool. It was awesome.
Nice.
What was the point where you said, I think I want to make a cigar?
I think that vitamin C group, as I started becoming more involved in like the admin roles and seeing all these people just chasing all these different cigars, and it was a group that was flourishing and doing really well, and there was a lot of people in that group that are just members are invited to my wedding or coming to my wedding. And it just got to the point where I was like, look, like we got a lot of friends here. Let's all kind of let's try to give back to these members of the group, and let's offer them something special. They're all chasing these unicorns every day of their lives. So why not give them a club exclusive cigar? And it worked out. It went really well, and we were like, okay, maybe we have something here.
How did that start? Where'd you go to say, let's get this done?
So a buddy of mine who lives in Houston, his name is Jake Noble. At the time, I haven't spoke to him in a while. I don't know what he's up to now in the cigar world, but
Ish knows him.
At a time,
I know. Let me guess. Gabby Cathy used to make his cigars.
Gabby Cathy made his cigars before Gabby Cathy went full Looney Tooney.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was pre-Looney Tooney.
I don't know why I bothered asking. Ish knew.
And now it's just muted. He's just going on a rant, muted. Or can I not hear him? I don't know.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can.
You hear me? Okay. So go ahead, Justin.
Yeah, no. So Cathy made the cigar before he moved. I think Cathy moved to the DR now, right? He was in Honduras at the time.
He was in Honduras. Now he's with La Aurora, and then I don't know. It's his team, not mine.
Yeah,
but
yeah. So he made that cigar when he was in Honduras. It was a great cigar, and it was kind of a way because Jake Noble was a very active member in that group as well. So I was like, hey, look, 1, he's local to me. 2, he's a small brand. Maybe we can get him some exposure, and then 3, also like, why not? And so we did that cigar, and it went well.
Yeah.
And then after that, it was just like, okay, cool, thank you. Now let's see what else we can do, and we move forward with connections that we had, and here we are.
Well, that was my next question: is how did you end up with Matt?
Well, you've watched enough podcasts. You've heard the Thailand story.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's just you're in the right place when
Right time.
someone's in the wrong time with a chicken in their hand, but ass naked on PCP. You know, you save a man from fucking
You
a
were mad.
chicken, you become their best friend. Like, it's not a big deal.
Oh my gosh.
Now, Justin, when it comes, oh, he left.
All right. Well, hold that thought. We're gonna be right back after a special word from one of our sponsors.
Today we honor the men and women who stood the watch, carried the weight, and answered the call. From the flight decks to the front lines, your courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood built the very freedom we enjoy. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we're proud to be veteran-owned, forged by service, and fueled by loyalty. This day isn't just remembrance, it's respect, it's gratitude, and it's family. To all who serve and still serve, we salute you. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we proudly support our veterans and all who serve, past, present, and future. Your strength, sacrifice, and dedication inspire everything we do. From Hayes Gray Cigars, thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. What is happening here?
I don't know. He's still out. My screen, he looks black, just like it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's it could be like somebody had an issue with that, but that's on his phone though. Like if it went, maybe it turned off, like it just goes out. I don't know. It's weird. It's the weirdest. This is the weirdest.
Yeah.
Gremlin.
It was Aldi. Tell us about your last speed product.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you guys this. The reason that we're on tonight instead of tomorrow night is it's Randy's and mine anniversary. We're not together. Yeah, we married our wives. Me 30 years ago, and Randy like I don't know last
14.
week or something.
Yeah, 14 years.
14
last week.
I know Amanda's not watching.
I don't know. We'll find out here in a minute.
Justin, whatever you did, don't change the thing because it's perfect.
Uh-oh, we can't hear you.
Well, he didn't say anything.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear? Justin.
Yep, he can't hear us.
Can you hear us? No.
I bet it's the earbuds. I bet it's the earbuds. Those always tend to.
This is the most bizarre things happening at once.
No. Yeah, right.
It's today.
Oh, boys. I don't know. I can't hear anything you guys are saying.
You're good right now.
We can hear you.
Yeah.
You hear us?
Can you sign, John? Like,
I know this. That's it.
That's it?
Yeah, and this one here means meds.
By the way, the sign that you just put,
got a visit.
I asked a question before. People go like this, boom. You know what this is coming from?
I don't care. I know what it means.
No, but you know where it coming from.
Yeah, it's flipping the bird.
No, it's not. It's in 1373 to 1450. It was a war between England and France. English people, they were very good with the arch. And the arch, it was not with these two fingers. It was with 3 fingers. So the most valuable finger is the middle finger. So when the King Felipe VI was in that war or whatever, said, listen, every time that we catch some English people, we are going to kill them or whatever. That's easy. We want to pay money for whatever, like a medical attention, whatever. We call the middle finger. So, and it's true. You can Google it. You can do whatever you want.
We're telling them all number one.
So every time that the English won against the French, they were got my finger. And that's where it's coming from. And nobody knows what Guy de Peur means. It was the English against the French, the French against the English, and the English say, argue. And that's so yeah.
Justin, how's that now?
Justin? Can you hear us? Justin?
That's enough.
This could be the longest, shortest Podcast of all time.
You know, they have an update, which is not, I'm not doing it tonight, but it's kind of cool because now you can stream from StreamYard like to YouTube. You can do it the wide, and then you can do it the short like that. Like so, Instagram will look better.
I tell you, it's my fault.
It'll be bigger.
Oh, there's no question.
I put a freaking extender.
Yeah.
And now you can hear me good, see me good, and everyone coming to the show.
Yeah.
It vanishes. Freaking Amazon.
Well, like right now,
while we're waiting,
go ahead.
Before I forget, especially Angel, November 22nd at Baron Cigars in Harrisburg, PA. I'm going to be up there for the day doing an event with Lore and HDA. So if you guys are in that area and you want to hang out, come by. There's going to be a whole bunch of us hanging out and just kind of shooting the breeze. It's my annual trip back home to Connecticut, and I usually stop somewhere in PA. And we're going to do an event this year at Baron Cigars to meet up with everybody. So by all means, if anybody's around, Angel, I'll set up a ring. You and I can fight it out when we get there. I'll take a few shots for Randy.
The keys.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now, Justin?
You got us now?
Hey, we're here.
Hey. Yeah.
Jesus.
Randy.
There we go.
There you go. Randy.
I don't know what was going on.
Put the OCD away, Randy. Leave it. Touch nothing. Touch nothing.
I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
It's phenomenal. Right now, it's perfect. It's legitimately perfect.
It's what saying that you do, that you have. One saying that you do. I want to start, you finish, and you tell us why.
Okay.
Okay? You want to sweat to make it.
Well, it's wet, but I got to correct you here a little bit. You got to sweat to make them wet.
Well, that was my accent.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
So, we'll call it, the language barrier. But yeah, it's same. It translates the same way, right? Like people are like, God dang, that you must be hot in there. And I'm like, well, yeah, but you're hot down there. So that's all that matters, right?
Well, how many of those
cigars.
do you have?
Yeah.
How many suits do you have?
Just one. So I wear them
wash?
until they stand up straight. I never wash them.
Oh Lord!
Oh,
I'm
shit.
naked in
Been
it
there for
all
that.
the time.
Been there for
Yeah.
that.
I'm naked underneath this. Like, there's nothing underneath. Okay.
Yeah. Been there for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you just once it stands up on its own, we cut the ears and the feet off and paws off and all that. Frame them in shadow boxes. Give them to our friends, and then we start a new one
Without washing, right? Yeah, just
of course.
yeah. I got
One of our last trips up to Cigar Vault, Justin, it was hot as can be inside, and he's walking.
The AC was broken. It was horrible.
Right, the AC's broken, and
Oh dang!
and he's got it wrapped around his waist, and he had lure stickers on his nipples. It was just hilarious. It was just, I mean, he's an attention getter. I love it. I love it.
So the reason why I had those nipple stickers this year was because the previous year for the grand opening of the vault, there was a cigar rep for a brand. I'm not going to name who or what brand or whatever, but she got a little drunk and she started getting a little aggressive. And I had my suit off at the end of the day.
You're trying to twist.
And she told me that, it wasn't appropriate that I had my nipples out if she couldn't have hers out. I didn't want to see them. No, I don't think anyone wanted to see them. So out of respect, I put stickers over my nipples, and I was like, I'm in compliance now. Like, leave me alone.
I was there for that. I'm aware.
Yeah. So it kind of just became a thing where,
Nick was there as well. Yeah, Nick and Vinny were there. Yeah, we were all there for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
if it was trivia and I can play, can I play? Can I say the name? No, I will not say the name, but yes. I know.
You know what's funny about Nick? So I actually I actually announced that there was an after party to no one but that cigar rep to his brother's hotel room.
Oh
So
my
I was like,
God.
yeah, I'm gonna have an after party in my hotel room, and I gave Nick's brother, who is the graphic designer for my company and for Chev and the Goats, and he never told me. I think he said that she never showed up, or they never showed up. Sorry, I don't want to give any clues out.
It's okay. We know. At least I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Oh my
Great
God.
defense attorney, though, I've heard. So
I've heard the same. I've heard the same.
So before Aldi tell you over here was for you in the next 5 years, I want to ask you what for you in the next 6 months. What you predict in this next 6 months going on?
So next 6 months, we actually have hopefully 2 projects dropping. One definitely, but Ish well as anybody. It's a slow moving ship, and it takes a lot to get that churning.
Yeah.
But once it gets churning, it's a totally different monster. We have a cigar called Anti-Drama Drama Club coming out, full box product. As you're aware, I'm not a fan for the drama.
I see that.
So we're gonna start a drama club that is anti-drama, and so we have that cigar coming out, and then you may or may not know of the one following that. I'm afraid I don't want to name it right now or name it out loud right now, but that should be coming probably like in early spring next year. And that'll be our most luxurious, full-blown, all balls to the walls product that we've ever come out with.
Don't give anything away.
Yeah. I'll tell you who made it. I mean, Weaver made it, and that's all we'll go. But
No, just the size. Not the binder, not the filler, not the wrapper.
So
anti-drama size.
Anti-drama is gonna be a torpedo 6x52. And we'll go, label boy will be whatever the master himself, in my opinion, Weber, decides. We worked on the blend, but whatever he decides is best for said blend is what Weber gets.
Well, what we can do when it drops, we can have you on and give one to Ish to smoke, and he can tell you everything about it, because we've done that before.
Yeah, we could.
And it's pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, we've watched it happen.
No, I was talking shit about the unicorn, but I gotta give some respect to Saka. I've seen Saka, smoke plenty of cigars and be like, binder, wrapper, filler, region, origin, content, mineral content level, like 40% sun, 20% wind, blah, yada yada. Like, nonetheless, it was impressive. But I will say that with Ish, Ish and I used to actually, I don't know if he remembers this or not, but Ish and I used to like Instagram Live a lot together, like because I would just crash his lives or he'd crash my lives or whatever, because that's all that was going on at the time was Instagram Live. And this guy would just be sitting here and be like, I smoke Marlboro Reds. Fuck you, but I can make a cigar. What do you want to do about it? And everyone's just like, yeah, fair enough. And he's like, yeah, I'll put this cigarette out right now, and I'll tell you exactly what's in that cigar you're smoking. And you're like, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
And I'll tell you who the roller was.
Yeah.
Who the mom was, how old they were.
The crop.
Yeah, we watched it happen. I don't know if you know this. We sent him 3 cigars. I gave him 3 cigars out of my local. I went looking. And I gave him 3 cigars, regular companies, nothing in the boutique world. He sat there, smoked them. I had everything written down that I could find, and he was going beyond what I'd written down to the point where everybody was like, I'm getting text messages going, dude, did you tell him? I'm like, I didn't tell him nothing. I told him 0. And he was guessing wrapper, binder, filler, I mean, to a T. And giving us stuff that I couldn't even find online, and then telling us the factory, who rolled it, who was the blender, every little piece of that cigar. And I was just like, I quit. And that was Randy's fault. That was Randy pulled
Yeah,
off.
but it's his job, right? Like,
Yeah.
here's the thing:
Yes.
is I'm not gonna sit here and say that I blended this cigar or anything, right? Because that's bullshit. I'm a brand owner. I'm not a factory owner. I'm not a master blender. I'm not even a blender, right? I will sit here and I will sample, little puritos of each tobacco, and I'll take a puff here, puff there, puff here, puff there, and I'll fucking put it down and get the nuances. And I'll say, okay, look, I'd like you to marry these 3. Figure out how to fucking do it. And then the master blender or the blender says, that's my job. I'll take it from here. Here you go. Is it where it was supposed to be? Yeah, it's actually better than I probably anticipated in my mind, because that's their lane, right? Everyone's got a lane in here. Retailers, brand owners, distributors, factory owners. Like,
This is all over the freeway, though. I'm just telling you.
oh, 100%.
It makes the freeway. It makes the freeway. Yeah, let's get that right.
That's what you Justin. You're totally correct. I cannot sell a cigar to save my life. I just cannot. I could, probably, but I just cannot. I don't have that people things and go here, blah, blah, blah. And I just can't. Now, you tell me to make a cigar. Tell me what you like. And we done to the T plus, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
You go to a kitchen and it's a chef, not just a cook, a chef, and you tell them what they want to do, and they will have everything done perfect. To the point that you try to say something and you're like, you want to shut up because, well, he did what you asked and you have what you asked for. So that's our role, with blending, with rolling, with whatever. But many people out there are still thinking that they can outdo a blender or outdo this. You just can't. It's impossible. You just can't.
Well, and that's like the whole like facade of, and don't get me wrong, like I'm here for it, right? Like everyone starts somewhere, and I'm not mad at it, right? But this is not just like, hey, I got a couple $1,000 in my pocket, I'm gonna create a cigar and I'm gonna be a cigar maker. It doesn't work that way. I mean, I guess it could, like depending on who you work with, but there's a lot of times where I get humbled very often, right? And I encourage that. Like, I want to be humbled. I want to sit here and think that I know exactly what's going on, and then I'm telling the blender like, this is what I want. And I know damn well I'm not stupid. The blender's like, okay, fucking wedo, whatever you want. And
but I'm gonna do whatever they want.
yeah, and then they do what they want, and then they're like, here, and you're like, oh, that's so much better than
That's what I wanted. Yeah,
I could have. That's exactly what I wanted. How did you know? Right? They know because this is what they do for a living. This is what their families have done for livings and livings and living. Like, and I'm not here to get in the way of that. Like, I would like to have my hand in the say, and I want to say that I was part of this creation, but I know that there is a higher power in the cigar industry that is bigger than myself when it comes to creating the cigar. And
you're right, Justin. I saw people that I went to the humidor and say, I want to buy the cigar. They give me the cigars. Then I give them my cigars to try. Say, oh, not good enough, whatever. I say, okay, let me try these ones. And I just, on the spot, on the bar stool, change his bands from mine and say, try this. That's mine. I say, try it. It's nothing like this one. I say, you asshole. It's the same cigar you've been smoking 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 100%.
Everything over here as well. Subliminal messages, blah, 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 blah. But I believe that you're doing a great freaking job.
Yeah, I think marketing has a lot to do with it too, right? I mean,
absolutely yes.
We eat with our eyes first. We also smoke, and we buy just anything we buy as a consumer. We buy with our eyes, right? So if it's appealing, like a lot of people, they sit here. I don't think that a band or a box should justify the cost of the cigar, but I think that it is a necessary evil. That it is important because you do need to captivate and capture that new audience for the first time.
Yes.
And you do that. You can't capture them if you're not like literally shoving a cigar in their mouth, right? Like I could shove an unbanned cigar in your mouth and you can be like, that's a great cigar. Captured. But that's not working in a retail space. That's not working on a online direct to consumer space. So the box and the pretty dress is, most people fall in love with their wives because of what they were wearing on their first date.
But tell me if I'm wrong, Justin. But for instance, French expressions count. It counts a lot. Okay, but you imagine that you get pulled over by a female officer, and she's rude to you, whatever, blah blah. She's uniform, whatever. Same night, you're single. You go to a bar, to a pub, call it whatever you want, and you see the same woman in normal civilian clothes with the hair down, blah, 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 and he's talking to you, sweet and
totally
whatever.
Different person, yeah.
Totally different person.
Yeah.
That's what happened with cigars.
Mm-hmm. It happens with anything, though. It happens with anything that we buy, anything that is made. I mean, you look at like the nut market, right? You got pistachios that are in 15 different bags. Like, I bet you can't name more than one pistachio brand.
I can.
Do one.
I can.
I never thought about it.
You know what I mean?
From Costco.
Planners.
Yeah. So there you go. So it's just like whoever captures you with their marketing becomes the standard. And I'm not trying to become like the standard, but give us a chance. And that's why we made the core blend, and it's $7.50 a cigar. Because I know that we don't have the most traditional branding. We don't sit on the shelf as well as some other brands might. So to ask you to pay $12 to $14 to try out a brand that seems kind of crazy might be hard. But we didn't make a cheaper cigar in quality. We just made more of them to where we could lower the cost of them and make it approachable for new people. And then that way they're like, oh shit, what are these limited drops about now? Let me find out.
Yep.
Yeah, and we've talked about it on here a bunch, and you capture them with the ordinary cigar. And for me, the ordinary cigar is a Connecticut. And from yours and the Goats, which both shocked me. As far as like, I'm like, oh, we got the Connecticut in a subscription pack, and I was like, all right, let me just smoke this thing, get it out of my humidor. And I was like, oh, it's something completely different, and it's because it's not the typical, and I dig that, because it's always one of those things that I say that if I put your Connecticut with 10 others, how does yours stand out? And the Goat stands out, and yours stands out. I texted you about your Connecticut. And
we talked about it.
I texted Nick about his Connecticut. I was stunned. I'm like, okay, I'll smoke this like on a regular basis. It was very, very good because it was very different. And to me, that's the important piece of capturing that audience, because everybody's going to smoke in Connecticut for the most part, because that's the introductory smoke, because you got a lot of new smokers that they don't know when they're going to want something that's not going to put them under. So they're going to grab something a little lighter. And I think capturing with the Connecticut and Randy's done the same thing with the Syllabus. And it's a capturing kind of cigars to get him in. It's an introduction to your brand. If he's got a Connecticut that's this good, and what else, man? That Maduro is going to be fire. That limited drop is going to be fire if he's putting out something this good in the ordinary cigar.
Since you're talking about, let's do this real quick. Keep that in mind because I want to come back. I want to touch on that some more and a couple of other things, those articles, if we kind of want to get into that. But if you'll tell them what they're going to win tonight, and then we'll go to commercial and come back. What do we got? What's the giveaway tonight, Justin?
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do one of the elusive Bunny coin challenge coins, which is appropriate since Veterans Day and the Marines' birthday is coming right around the corner. So it's a challenge coin of Bunny Droppings. It's got a recessed ear. So it's cool. Also a cigar stand. Okay.
That's neat.
And then we will also do a t-shirt. And if we don't have your size, then we'll work something else out.
Awesome.
So just a little swag bag. Yeah.
Depends the entrance. You just choose, guys. Choose the entrance. We will do the Factory Reserve Cigar Club.
Yeah, right now we're at almost 50 entries.
Well, it has to be what?
75? 75.
There you go, 75.
All right, we'll be right back.
Forged not with steel, but in fire and leaf. From the heart of the Dominican Republic comes a brand that brings the world together. One blend at a time. The Sulu, crafted with tobacco from 7 countries. A symphony of bold character and refined balance. The Banda, born from 8 countries. Layered with depth, strength, and complexity. And the Celebes, a Connecticut with a punch. Smooth, yet commanding. Each cigar, a story of craftsmanship, faith, and honor. Don't be basic! Be ironclad.
You were talking about limited editions. There was 2 people that posted some crap that I caught on Facebook, and I might say their name in a minute, but the as far as limited editions and small companies and things like that, like us that are trying to make it or trying to do something with just whatever we're trying to do. This guy posts basically like to me it's like very arrogant, and 10 to 20 people just need to drop out of the cigar business and let those people go work for somebody else. There's just too many. Basically, he's just saying there's just too many out there. Like, well, who are you to say this free country? And I mean that rubbed me wrong. How does it make you feel?
So I've talked to legacy brand owners. I've talked to quote unquote sellout, right? Personally, like, I think that just like any commercially used space, that there is plenty of room for everyone to eat.
I agree.
With that being said, I think that there are some half-cracked people who are like, let me try to make a quick buck out of this and make a drop. That's not going to work, I guarantee you, because I can tell you firsthand right now that the cigar industry is an industry of pennies and dimes.
Yeah.
If you're not selling 100,000 cigars a year, or you don't own a factory, you don't own a retail shop, you ain't making fucking shit. You're doing it because you love it and you want to see people love what you love. And that's ultimately why I dove into this, was because I found out how much the cigar industry was just like a totally different breed from everyone else, right? I mean, there are no social norms or boundaries when it comes. You put a cylindrical piece of tobacco in someone's hand. In Ish's instance, it may be a Marlboro Red. It doesn't matter. You know, we're
2027.
oh, sorry.
I mean 27, 25. What the hell am I saying?
No, it's a vintage 2027 Winston.
Vintage. My bad.
2027.
I didn't mean to
You're
disrespect the Ish angle. Okay, my bad. But no, I mean it's a totally different beast, right? And so I wanted just something that I could have fun with, be goofy with. That's my personality. I'm a goofy dude. I like to crack jokes. I like to break social norms. And you can have a 25-year-old smoking a prison wallet next to a multi-millionaire thoracic surgeon, and they're having a conversation that they would never have ever over a butt joke cigar.
Which is true.
You know what I mean? And maybe I got to pay my electricity bill out of that drop. Cool. I'm here for it. Like, so I'm not sitting here and saying don't do it or don't try it or get out of here or whatever, because you're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting my following or my ability to release what I want to release. The weak or the people with the wrong intentions will phase out naturally. It's just kind of the order of the way things work. But with that being said, you don't know if you're one of the weak that are going to get weeded out.
Right.
If you don't try, you miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot. So if you want to make a cigar, fucking make a cigar. Reach out to a factory owner like Ish. I'm sure he'll work with you, and you know, if he won't, someone else will, and if you suck, then you suck, and you won't laugh. So I don't care.
There's a right way and a wrong way. There's the guys that you can reach out to that are going to do it for you, and they're going to just take your money and just run with it. And then there's guys that are going to be much more involved. Like Ish is a great example of that, where it's going to be, he's going to let you know what's right, what's wrong, whether it's going to work or not before that money goes. You know, so it's you've got to make that decision as you're going through those choices.
But let's be honest, guys. In the cigar industry, it happened one thing. Every one of us, we can be meat and potatoes, per se. Can they eat, just eat meat and potatoes for all your life or whatever, or whatever it can be. It has not be meat and potatoes, can be something else. So, legacy again cigars are meat and potatoes. It will take the same. So the older people that are used to that, they will not change. I don't care if you put the best cigar ever at $5, which is impossible to do, but at $5, they will not go. They will go with this legacy chocolate, whatever. So in order for you to make a name, you have to do like Justin is doing. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be with his suit like this, or sunglasses or whatever, but he's making a statement. I say, you know what? F off.
I would pay to see Ish in that bunny suit. I would pay to see Ish in that bunny suit.
He would wear it.
I'll tell you what, Ish. I agree with you, right? Like, there's a market for everyone, right? My market is not capturing my grandfather's grandfather smoked Perdomo, so that's all I smoke.
It's today's
I
day.
love me the champagne, whatever. But there has been times where I'm like, there's a lot of guys that are like, I only smoke Opus, and that's all I do, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. Yes, that is a great cigar brand. Yes, it has been great forever and ever and always, and it always will be. However, if that's all you've ever smoked, you have not experienced smoking cigars.
You're missing 99%.
You don't even know what you don't like.
Right.
For all you know, you hate that brand.
Well, it's like what Josephus just said, he's chasing dragons all the time. He says, I'm not just blowing smoke here, but the smoke I do blow that you got, and you got to know Josephus is always joking. That's why he's got Josephus comedy. But this is probably the most serious comment I've ever seen him say. I'm not just blowing smoke here, but the smoke I do blow that you guys have created or introduced me to have literally keep me breathing. Sometimes something to look forward to is hard to find sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's what cigars can do to so many people.
And that is one genuine dude right there. That is one genuine guy. I had a chance to hang out with Josephus, and it was the highlight of that whole day. It was.
Yeah, no, he always keeps me entertained when I'm on these podcasts or whatever we're doing. He's always cracking jokes. He's always in the comments, and
so. Okay, think about it, guys. Why so much competition? Question for you, Justin. So much competition in cigars. I don't get. Let's make names: Fuente, Padron, Perdomo, blah 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 blah. The new blends, the new brands, blah 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 blah. I never saw such a thing with Ferrari, Ford, Maserati, GMC, Kia, whatever. You see, it's good, it's not good, it's this or this, but all of a sudden, Kia, that was the last one, it was just like a small factory, became
Kia used to be the laughing stock of
$85,000 a car.
Yeah,
right.
Why? Because you learn from the other guy's mistakes, or you learn from the lack of what they don't do in it, and you put it in your cigars. That's
what I think is
simple.
Yeah. I think what's also unique about the cigar industry, right, is unlike car manufacturers or other commercialized products where there are competition between brands, is generally speaking, right, like not every brand has a specific retailer or like a, you're not going to a Chevy dealership, you're not going to a Bunny Droppings dealership or retail brick and mortar.
They have everything.
Yeah, so we're having to sit here and compete for shelf space in a retail setting, right? And I think that that's where the different situation is, with the cars and stuff. Like, you want a Chevy, you're going to go to a Chevy dealership. You want a Kia, you're going to go to a Kia dealership. If you want a XYZ brand of cigar, you're going to go to the cigar shop, and they're going to have XYZ, ABC of other brands.
Yeah.
And it's also up to educating the staff at these brick and mortars and getting them to smoke your product, getting them to fall in love with your product, so then they can advocate, hey, if this is what you're kind of into, then maybe why don't you try this? This is an approachable thing. And, a lot of times too, like, there's a big clientele of people who go into brick and mortars not knowing A from Z about cigars. And they're just like, oh yeah, I smoked a Fat Bottom Betty one time, or I smoked an acid and it was great, and I want to grab some cigars for my family's wedding because they're big cigar smokers. Right there, you hear they're big cigar smokers. You're not. Maybe we shift you over here, but that also takes education on the brick and mortar side, right? So it's one thing to just put your cigars in the shop and say, sell them. It's your problem now. Rather than saying, like, let me educate your staff. Let me get your staff samples. Let me, give them the nuances and the details of these blends so they can speak freely as an educated member of your staff to give proper, because maybe they won't even say that it's mine, right? But they could be like, oh, I loved the Bunny Droppings Connecticut. They smoked the Bunny Droppings Connecticut. Maybe they didn't like it as like a staff member, but they know what that cigar tasted like and what profile it gave. So maybe they can give other kind of recommendations that make sense based on that person's palate. So I think that there's enough room for everyone. Like,
It is. It is.
Shut.
Now,
Yeah. Like,
another
shut
question
up.
right here. You're talking about the bunny droppings, this. Tell me you could do this, and I guarantee you pull it off. You take your bun for the bunny droppings, put it in another cigar, and it's bunny droppings, and nobody hear about it. They smoke, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. When you send the pictures, you go on your phone, send the pictures, well, that's your favorite cigar. Just because the band it was different, because whatever, it is what happened with the cigar industry. Everybody was names, and names. Who made the cigar? How many years it been fermented? How many years it been cured? How many years it been in the aging room? How many years? Blah 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 blah. Well, it's under how you call understanding about how cigars work. The older they are, the weak they are. But people, for some reason, put, it's a 10 years old tobacco. Well, years of tobacco from where? From the seed to now? Or from what it was ready to now? Oh, no. They're ready. Well, so now you're talking about 15 years old tobacco. Well, that thing is going to be, it's going to be nothing.
Yeah, it's like a bottle of wine, right? I mean, everyone assumes that
vinegar. You will be vinegar. Yeah.
Tobacco does age, like fine wine, in my opinion. But I also do believe that there is a threshold of aging before you're losing out on a lot of that cigar's profile and what it was blended and aged to be. Like you lose some of those oils, you lose some of the just nuances that you're not going to get. I mean, in my opinion, like a lot of people say Dominican cigars are a little bit more subtle in their nuances and their complexity of flavor, right?
Yeah.
Nicaragua has become very popular with the American tradition because it's more overpowering and flavorful and fresh out the gate. And one of the first things that a new smoker can taste is pepper or spice, right? And so that's why I feel like a lot of people fall in love with Nicaraguan tobacco right off the rip. And then they put a wall up for themselves and do themselves a disservice without saying, hey, we're going to go try out something else, or we're going to try from different regions or whatever, because you don't know. And we're working on a project with a pretty reputable retailer that is a good friends of mine, and it's going to be some exciting stuff. I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to get ripped off, but we're going to put people's palates to the test, and we're going to see what country really reigns supreme.
Now that you say that, you say you don't want to talk too much about it. About what? Tell me.
You don't want to talk too much about it, so let's talk some more about it. Come on.
Tell me about it.
I feel like I'm being interrogated by Interpol right now. What's going on here?
Well, you're right. Tell me.
No, we have a social experiment project coming out. And from my understanding, it has not been done in the industry. It is a logistical absolute fucking nightmare. But I'm confident that we are going to be able to get it done. And we are going to have a social experiment, and we're going to find out who does what better, or can you even tell the difference, or are you surprised on your team, this country?
Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you say that, how many countries are in that cigar?
You'll have to wait and find out.
Well,
how many countries in that cigar?
That cigar.
That's a leading question, because it's not about the cigar will have multiple. It'll have multiple tobaccos from different regions. However, they're going to be made. They're going to be made in different countries.
Okay, so I refresh. If I say Nicaragua, and I say if it's Jalapa or Matepe, Esteli.
I'm gonna tell you what, Ish. This is the cigar. This is the drop that we're gonna do, where we're gonna put it in front of your face, and you're gonna sit here and say, "This is this. This is this. This is this. This is gonna be the perfect social experiment."
Oh wow,
This is what we're gonna do.
that's on.
All in on that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Now-
hold that thought.
Now I would.
But
now
You can.
I can
you
be
can't
honest
tell
and say
anybody
what is
the
in the
answers.
cigar when I have it.
Oh, don't give it to him if you don't want him
Fuck
telling it. 'Cause that-
No. You can
No.
say what you think and what you pick up on, right? It's going to be the same exact blend made in two different countries. So you'll have two different cigars. I'm not going to tell you which country made which cigar. It's going to have the exact same tobaccos in it. Obviously, it's going to be made by different factories, by different rollers, different regions that they're going to be getting that tobacco from. And you can tell me which one's which and which country you think made which one and which one's better and yada yada. And then we're going to have a whole
I know
social
that
experiment.
good. I know that good, so I will be just saying it's good or it's bad.
Play it, Randy. Bullshit.
No.
Bullshit.
We'll be right back, yo.
So I think this.
Some fight battles overseas. Others fight for perfection in every role. Born from discipline, forged in brotherhood. This isn't just a cigar brand, it's a mission. Our mission is to make badass cigars for badass people. Every leaf, hand-selected, every blend, battle-tested, from the first spark to the final draw. BAM Cigars deliver strength, honor, and precision. Built by veterans, smoked by legends, stand proud. Lock in, stand proud.
He's so angry.
God damn.
It kills me every time I hear it. It's so angry.
Finally, my wife told me, "What? You didn't do that, right?" I said, "No, it was trying to say he must be because it's like I said, honey, I promise you, I know that I like it. Peace."
Yeah. Justin, I got a question from the gallery that was texted to me, and it said, "Ask Justin about the Dominican cigar that went up in flames."
Oh yeah, that must have been from Miyagi.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, called it. Yeah, that was the best what could have been cigar ever, in my opinion. I did send out some test blends to our friends and family at the Dirty Ash community, the DAC Discord, and they all had raving reviews about it, and I kept just stomping my foot, and I was like, "It's not it. It's not it. Like, it's not it. It's not it." And then once it was it, the factory burned down, and we lost a lot of it. I mean, that Negrito tobacco, it's something that a lot of people don't use, and it's something that's kind of hard to work with. And so I didn't want to put out something that would be less than perfect, in my opinion. And I guess you could say I stalled too long, I guess, or whatever. Maybe it just was never meant to be. I don't know. Things happen, and
you just broke Miyagi's heart.
Yeah, well, Miyagi just broke my heart, reminding me of it. I had kind of blacked that out into the back cortex of my brain, but here we are. So thanks, Miyagi. Appreciate you, Bubba.
Is there anybody out there that you really want to work with? Has there been someone that you've said, I really got to get a cigar done with this? I want to do work with this factory, with this blender, with this company, whatever.
That's a interesting question. I mean, the thing is like I've been blessed to have people in my corner that have kind of been able, like, obviously I still have to get it done, right? But I feel like I've been able to kind of get to who I want to get to, and then I got to get it done. And sometimes that doesn't work out. Most times it has. I will tell you one thing, and I'll give them a shout out since they are one of your sponsors. Back in the day, the people were calling for a Cigar Clowns / Bunny Droppings collab, and that was one of the one things that did not fully conceptualize. Like we had talked about it. It wasn't the right time for them. It wasn't the right time for me. But I think, a drunken French, bunny on a unicycle or something, that would have been hilarious and would have crushed it. But, they were probably the one brand that it didn't work out. Everybody else that I've wanted to work with in some facet, it's conceptualized. And there have been factories that I wanted to work with and that it just didn't work out for whatever reason, as far as like it just wasn't on par with our brand or pricing, or the blend wasn't working out, yada yada. But
yeah, I know you brought that up a little bit earlier, not in depth, but like your cigars are like really priced well.
I mean, they vary. And so the thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand about boutique or craft or micro batch or whatever name and label you want to put on it is, if I'm making 2,000 cigars or 3,000 cigars because I want a limited amount of people to have them, it doesn't mean that I'm making a shortcut or trying less or cheaping out on the bands or the boxes or whatever. So with that being said, the less you make, the more expensive it's going to be, right? You want an Opus quality band, you want an Opus quality box, but you don't want any of your friends to have it because you only want 2,000 of them to be made and you want everyone to have FOMO and share them with your friends. Okay, it's probably going to be like a $12 to $14 cigar because there's a lot outside of the tobacco that goes into it. And quite frankly, there's a lot of factories aren't just signing up to make 2,000 cigars for you.
Roger that.
So you got to call in favors and you got to ask and beg for forgiveness and stuff like that. So that's kind of where the core blend came in. We were like, we're not going to skimp out on quality. This would be something, in my opinion, that we could say was a limited release and charge $12, $13 for it. But we were able to make more, which was able to lower the costs. And we didn't make a super fancy band because it's not important. And we just wanted to make an approachable cigar for people who are like, hey, let me see what this bunny guy's about. I can get down for $7. And if I hate it, not, lose my mind over it. So that was kind of the idea, was let's get something approachable for everybody. $7.50 cigar and go from there.
Yeah, I mean, I think of everything that I've seen that you've put out, I think the most expensive one I ever seen was the Bunny.
Yeah.
And I saw it in shops at like 15. But for the most part, everything is in that $7.50 to $10 range, and it's so affordable, and this Maduro is wonderful. It just hits. It's everything that I want in Maduro. It's that smoke that's gonna be. It's a comfort smoke when I know what I want, and I don't want to go looking and I'm like, I can grab that Maduro, and it's going to be straight right there, right where I want it.
Yeah, I think out of the core brands, so I like Maduro, right? Like that's probably my go-to. I was on a big Ecuadorian Habano run for a while, but out of the core, like honestly, I think the Connecticut's the best. Um, and it was just kind of funny because I'm not a huge Connecticut guy. I don't smoke in the mornings traditionally. I'm not a big coffee drinker. Uh, but I understand that there is a need for it. And so I said, if we're going to do a Connecticut, which we have to, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it our way. And it's not going to be like just everybody's Connecticut. Like we're going to make it big, fat, ugly, and it's still going to have a little bit of kick so everybody and their mama can enjoy it.
You're man after my own heart. I don't drink coffee. I don't smoke in the mornings. I'm a Connecticut fan. I like a Maduro. Yeah, I'm with you all day on that. But when I want something that's going to be a little bit different, and I want that different Connecticut because I'm starting off the day or whatever, on a rare occasion I do get a cigar in the morning, I would absolutely reach for one of the Randy's or the Hockey from Family by Loyalty or the Goats Connecticut. They're just different. And I love that about it. I like that little bit of fire in there. That'll give you a little bit of punch. It's just different. And I enjoy that.
No, you guys are used to Cónica from Ecuador.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone of you try Cónica from the Philippines?
So that's
probably
funny
the
that
best Cónica you can have to this day.
Well, you got to find me one, Ish, because I'd love to try it.
Well, I have it right in there. Right in there.
So we actually get our Connecticut from Connecticut. Big old Amish country.
Well, being from Connecticut, that's why. I mean, it's. I mean, I used to drive through those fields every day, and going to work, and I had a major
all of it.
The barns and everything, and I had a major that worked at one of the facilities I was working at, and his family had a farm, and he would take off a week or so for harvest. And I used to ask him, I'm like, Jeff, tell me where you guys are setting your wrapper, your leaves, because I'd love to smoke a cigar knowing where it came from. He's like, I have no I don't know. He goes, they just buy the tobacco and it goes. I don't know who puts it in there. I'm like, oh my God. How do you not know? Like for me, I would have to know where it's going.
Yeah, I mean, and that's everyone's gonna nerd out. Like people want to nerd out about things that they're enjoying, right? You want to know what factory, what quadrant of the farm was it on? What was the sun percentage? What was the pH level of the soil? Yada yada yada. Like, shut up, smoke the cigar, call it a day. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Like the more you put into your brain that you need to know about something, the less enjoyable it becomes and the more work it becomes. I feel like I've significantly slowed down on my cigar intake. Like this is a hot take right here. Once it became a business, the curtains pulled back, right? And a lot of that glitter and fancy, facade of the cigar industry disappeared, and a lot of my enjoyable just sitting down and smoking a cigar became work. And it was tough because even like some of my best friends that I'm on Discords with, I hop on a herf and we want to talk shop rather than talking about how our kid ran into the garage door and busted his head open or whatever. So at the end of the day, like you just gotta ground yourself, and as you guys, this is work for you too, right? You guys have a podcast right now. You're working. Sometimes you just got to sit here and say, enough's enough. Like I'm just gonna enjoy the cigar for what it is. I don't need to know all the other stuff that comes with it.
I think it's just it doesn't feel like work. I mean, very rarely am I just like, I don't think I've ever really said, oh, I got a podcast to do tonight. Now, Aldi may because he does 3 in a day, but, but I don't, like for me, this is what I was a cigar smoker, kind of started getting into it and meeting people on TikTok. And then it kind of did that thing and then Discords. And then the podcast which it's almost been running for 2 years. And that got into that and started networking, and then that grew my passion into wanting to create a cigar brand. And so right now it does feel like work sometimes, but I think, and I was going to say this earlier, is like some of those other guys that I think their passion something burns out, something fizzles out, or they didn't educate themselves enough. Something happens where they just, oh, this is not what I thought it was. But my personality is not like that. Like I'm 90 to nothing. My brain never shuts down. I'm always looking for the next something to have fun with. And as long as I'm having fun, I'm in it. And that's,
you have fun. You don't work a day in your life, right?
yeah.
I mean, it is what it is.
And right along what Randy's saying is I'll have those days where I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Or I'll have a cigar and I'm like, man, I don't even want to know, why am I smoking this? And then something will happen, or I'll get a phone call from somebody, or I'll listen to somebody talking about something, and it just reignites that piece again, where I'm like, I just want to know more. And it's me with my old job. It was just, I never stopped learning, and I lost that for a little while. And then this came into my world, and it just changed everything. I could read about it, I can talk about it, I can listen to it all day long. It drives my wife bonkers because she's like, that's all you talk about. I'm like, but that's my personality. If I'm in, I'm all in. And I just want to learn, and I enjoy that piece of it, and I'm learning how to enjoy those few moments when I can sit back and just smoke a cigar for the sake of smoking a cigar, and I appreciate that a lot. But I still, for me, I love the learning piece of it, because there's so much I don't know, and if I'm in it, I gotta learn everything about it. That's how my brain works. My brain never.
I mean, man, I've smoked many more cigars that were horrible than you got to smoke like 10 cigars that suck in order to find one that's good, right? So that's where the work part comes into play. Because you're like, I don't want to be smoking this. This is not enjoyable.
I was at the lounge. I was at the lounge one day a couple weeks ago, and I was walking around, and this is my local, and I'm really good friends with the manager. And I bought a cigar. I'm not going to name it, and I smoked it, and I was like, "Man," I said, "I messed up." He goes, "Yeah, you did." I said, "Bro, why wouldn't you say something? You saw me come out here with it. Why didn't you say, dude, don't smoke that?" And he said, "Because sometimes you got to smoke a shitty cigar to reset that palate." He goes, "So I let you suffer through it." And I'm like, that is a fair point. You got it, and sometimes you got to smoke that cigar that's just not doing it for you, to appreciate everything else after that.
But that also goes back to what I was saying earlier, right? Where they need to be educated in what sucks and what doesn't suck.
Yep.
And they also need to be able to know, like, okay, do you know what sucks and what doesn't suck?
Yep.
Or do you just know what sucks and you think it's good? Let me step in. He knew that you weren't Joe Schmo walking in asking for, Tatuana or whatever. So he was like, all right, let me let you do what you want to do.
Yep.
And I've done that too. I mean, I've smoked cigars and I'm like, oh, this is horrible. I couldn't even get through past the first third. I'd always try to get at least through the second third of a cigar. Sometimes you can't do it, and then you're like, thank God, because you go light something up that you know is good, and it brings a whole new meaning to that cigar.
I bought a cigar yesterday at a lounge, and I didn't know the price of it until I got the bill, and it was a $28 cigar. I would have never bought it if I saw the price on it. Right, so I smoked it, and one of the guys I was with smoked it the day before, and he goes, you'll see. And the first 2/3 were okay. The final third it was like smoking two different cigars. And I'm like, if the whole cigar tastes like this, and I can comfortably say, I understand why it was $28. Luckily, it was for a good cause that the cigar was being made for. I got through it, but that final third was fantastic. But normally I would never spend that on a cigar because it just, to me, I'm very comfortable in that $15 to $18 range if I'm really going to treat myself kind of thing. And because I've found a lot better cigars at that 15 to 18 range than the $40 cigar. I'm not paying that for a cigar. There's in my world, there's nothing out there that's worth that kind of money.
So here's another hot take, in my opinion. A lot of people will like a cigar, right? But they'll be like, it was one-dimensional. Okay, I understand that cigars have complexities, and being able to transition from the first to the third is a fun and awesome, unique experience. And you feel like you're getting a full circle. But if you were in love with that first third and you thought it was phenomenal, what is wrong with having that first third all the way through?
Nothing.
There's nothing wrong with having a one-dimensional cigar if that one dimension is your dimension.
Absolutely.
And some people don't want transition, right? Because they can be like, oh, the first third was phenomenal. And then it just kind of got lackluster. You know, there was a cigar that we almost greenlit and I loved it. First third, I was like, holy shit, this is it. This is it. I was telling all my buddies, I was telling all the goats, I was like, this is going to be the next one. And then I was just like, just kidding.
A lot of times those cigars like that, though, are the one, the linear ones, they're not complex, they're just simple, and that's just what you need right at that time when you're smoking it. And it's just a good cigar and you enjoyed it. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yep, I agree. When you don't want to think about it, you just want to do it. You just want to smoke.
Who cares?
I don't want to think about it. Yep.
Doesn't need to be work all the time, is what I'm saying.
Like more along what we're talking about, but it's kind of the opposite of what what I kind of posed earlier about the people wanting people to get out of the business. But before we do that, Ish, how many? So right now we have 56 entries. There's a shit ton of people on here.
We said 75.
75. So right now you got a great giveaway. Justin's got a great bunny giveaway that you got to put hashtag bunny boy. Make sure you're putting that hashtag in there. And if we get to 75, which is not that far away, it's just going to give a factory reserve.
Huh?
Yep. Going to give away the October factory. That was this one we just got, right?
Yeah.
With 6. Oh my!
It was not my fault. It was.
But I know that's the whole. Yeah.
Blah, blah.
I got mine today,
so yeah,
and I'm even more excited about them than September.
Right.
They're free.
I can't wait to get mine. Yeah.
But so that's a great thing. And if you haven't signed up for the factory reserve, you still got for November. You still got 5 days. Go to BAMPcigars.com. Scroll down. You'll see factory reserve. It's an orange and black logo. Click on that. It's $35 a month, and you will not regret it.
And Randy, you don't know how coveted those bunny coins are. Like that's legit right there. I'm stunned that he's giving one away because those are legit. They're cool as can be. I've seen them. I don't have one.
Well, hashtag bunny boy.
I did.
I did. Comments, John. What are you doing?
I did. I would say out of everything, I would say let's re-roll the factory reserve. I can't win as being a co-host on here, but if I win I'm taking it.
We might, if he wants, Justin, we might put his cigar on the factory reserve cigars. Why not?
Yeah,
I know.
I'm no stranger to.
You never know. So,
custom, yeah. I mean, we'll reach out. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out.
Absolutely.
And if people aren't figuring this out, your wife smokes cigars, your brother smokes cigars, your adult kids smoke cigars, and they all live with you. You can get subscriptions for them and still get these cigars. I mean, it's not like you have to just get one for yourself. I need to get my wife some.
Yeah, I mean, I got about 6 emails. Like when I want something, I'm no stranger to spamming emails. You know.
Let me
I know
get
I
our
had Rumble
sponsor
on
real
here
quick,
somewhere.
and I want to ask this other question when we come back.
Today, we honor the men and women who stood the watch, carried the weight, and answered the call. From the flight decks to the front lines, your courage, sacrifice, and brotherhood built the very freedom we enjoy. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we're proud to be veteran-owned, forged by service, and fueled by loyalty. This day isn't just remembrance, it's respect, it's gratitude, and it's family. To all who serve and still serve, we salute you. At Hayes Gray Cigars, we proudly support our veterans and all who serve, past, present, and future. Your strength, sacrifice, and dedication inspire everything we do. From Hayes Gray Cigars, thank you for your service.
Yeah, so we typically have our podcast on Tuesday, which tomorrow's Veterans Day, and that's where that would have ran. But it's we're not going to be on tomorrow, so we run that. If you're on Instagram, I've pinned a comment. Go to YouTube, Rumble, or Facebook to comment because Instagram will not comment. So make sure if you're over there on Instagram, to come over to YouTube or Facebook or Rumble and comment there, especially if you're going to do the hashtag because that's the only way you're going to get in the drawing. Earlier we talked about that guy that said people need to get out of the business. So, and I'll say this one's name. So William Cooper, Coop, a cigar Coop, had an article in October about media, cigar media, basically saying the same thing. Like it's getting, there's too many of us out there. There's too many reviewers. There's too many of this. I'm just fixing to start my journey after the first year. I have my own podcast, right? Like we can do that stuff, but I'm not like going, I've only been on a few podcasts for my brand. How does it, I know you've been on a lot. So like, but do you think there's too many? Too many.
I don't think that there'll ever be enough, in my opinion. I've done Instagram live interviews or podcasts where there's 3 viewers. It does not matter, right? I mean, when you get on the internet, this is forever waxed in.
Right.
It's forever, right? You could delete this right now. Someone will be able to scrape it and find it. And if one customer is made and I sell a 5-pack for $60 and we've been on here for 2 hours, that's not too bad, right? Especially if that customer becomes a lifetime customer.
That's right.
If I jumped on here in a pink bunny suit and they made it a thumbnail and it was their first podcast ever, and someone looks on that and they're like, what the hell is that pink bunny dude doing? Let me click on that. And that helps get another interview or another interview. Who cares? Especially, come on, Coop. Like, come on.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Are we hurting you? Like, are we hurting you right now by doing this?
Yeah, the title is Online Cigar Media in Crisis, ?
Look, let me tell you something. Coop, it was like about 2 years ago. Email me, oh, Ish, but you went to the PCA, you don't tell me the cigars, nobody tell me anything anymore, blah, blah, blah. I say, excuse me, who are you? Why this? I don't care. I have my friends to do this for me, whatever. And he was like this. What he says, he does, he thinks, honestly, myself, I couldn't care less. I'm sorry, but I couldn't care less.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, we are not putting them out of business. They're not going to stop us from doing what we want to do.
Absolutely not.
And hopefully one day I would love to get an invite to some of the legacy stuff and talk about how this side of the underbelly of the industry is changing the game.
It is.
And I've noticed personally that a lot of these legacy companies and legacy brands and all this like huge conglomerates and stuff, they're starting to realize that the boutique or underground industry of cigars and everything that comes with it, the media, the marketing, all that is a different beast. And things, I'm sorry to tell you this, but things evolve, things change. And this is it. This is it.
And it's had a lot of momentum. And it's
And you know, they're starting to take notice, and you'll notice a lot of these legacy brands and legacy, companies and stuff. We're not going unseen. And I think that they want to capture that and capitalize on that. They just don't know how because they're out of touch. And I'm okay with that. Like, let me extend my hand to touch for you. Like, I will touch everybody, right? Like, I'll touch everybody in places they don't want to be touched. I don't care. Like, let's do it. Because at the end of the day, like, everyone can help everyone in some facet, right?
Absolutely.
You have a bajillion followers, and you bring something that a bajillion followers have never heard of, they're going to tune in. If you have a bajillion dollars and you're able to facilitate and manufacture and distribute and all these products for me, and all you need is customer acquisition from a fan base that you can't touch, let me help you. It's not that difficult. Like, all of us we can all coexist, and you're gonna have to. I mean, the history repeats itself. You look at Jonathan Drew, you look at Pete Johnson, you look at Matt Booth, you look at all these old school like boutique guys, right? The industry was like, what the hell are these guys doing? Look at all of them now. So I don't see an issue. And the people that do see an issue are probably just insecure in their own space and should probably try to embrace what the future for their industry that they love and hold so near and dear to their heart has coming, and do what they can to become a part of it.
Dude, if you go back to the very first live podcast that was on this, it's all there. It was National Cigar Day 24. That was the first podcast. And to look at that, and then you go 6 months further, and then 6 months further, you can see the progression, right? Because I didn't know anything. Not that I hardly know anything now, but I know way more than I did then. But it's just like the business. Like, if somebody's getting in the podcasting or in cigars, just do your thing, boo. Do what you think you want to do, and do
we all
it.
start somewhere.
Yeah,
like
everybody did, right? Like, and that's and it's not like, I don't take it like, oh, I'm just mad. I don't, I don't lose sleep. They don't live in my head, but it's just interesting that they would pose or put out a blog or make a comment on Facebook.
It's clickbait. It's clickbait, and it is what it is, and that's fine.
Human being. It's human being.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is. I mean, hopefully one day I'll sit on Coop's podcast, and we can talk about silly, goofy shit. I don't know. Maybe it'll change his world.
Right. You always gotta stop caring what people think. If you're enjoying what you're doing and you got one person listening, you got nobody listening, do it. If you feel that's do it. Have fun with it.
Yeah, I've seen Instagram lives where there's 3 dudes just shooting the shit, having a cigar. No one's watching. Do they care?
They're having fun, dude.
No. Who cares?
I can do this right now.
When you start putting parameters on how we can enjoy cigars or how we can enjoy being a part of the community, then you're part of the problem.
Right.
There are no parameters, and that's the issue, right? Like, how can we sit here and say, we're so grateful that a doctor, a lawyer, a homeless person, a 75-year-old woman can all get together who would never see each other, outside of a cigar and they can become best friends. How can we praise that, but then have a disdain on everything else?
Look, you know what is loyalty? When I have Oscar Rodriguez, okay, and he went to Spain and said, "Oh, I'm in your country. What is send me pictures? I'm doing this. Send me pictures. Whatever, blah blah." He called me, "Oh, what you know about this? Blah blah blah." That's loyalty. That's good. That's nice. But when I have one guy like the guy that we're talking right now, saying, "Oh, I'm mad at you because you don't send me content. I'm mad at you because you don't do this. I'm mad at you." I say, "Okay, slow down. What?" And then it has one guy, and I'm sorry, I want to say the name, but the name of Abe, the small king, telling him what to say, what to do, and the guy was like, do. He has his whole fucking platform done, and all of a sudden, because this guy says something. You know what? I'm sorry, but
Okay, humble flex there. I see you. He's like, have you seen my beach ball? It's about this big.
What is this?
My
What's
name
that?
is Montego.
I don't know.
What's up, Bunny? That's me being skinny.
Yeah.
But no, it's like I would like to have people that they real and they don't
Nice, Zach.
patronize somebody because somebody knows or they think, maybe they don't, but they think they know a little more than they do. All of a sudden, oh yeah, let's do this. Clap. Oh, he's the boss. Or she's the boss. Or they the boss. What the fucking you fucking call it to this day? Man, have your own fucking opinion. Have your own fucking palate. Your smell, whatever. That's what it counts. Not what everybody is saying. Because you have money, I can make shit taste like fucking strawberries. But that's not the case. Okay? But people with money can do whatever they want. So yes, be honest to your pick up a cigar, smell it whatever you want, cut it, light it, boom, smoke it. Tell me your opinion about that cigar. Know what these guys are saying about their opinion about that cigar. If it makes any sense. Give me opinion. That's all.
Opinions are like buttholes. Everybody got
that's the thing, right? Yeah, we all have opinions, and that's the beautiful thing about journalism, podcasts, like whatever, right? We all have our own opinion, and reviewers and everything.
Stop.
When we start trying to restrict or bottleneck people's opinion or right to have an opinion or a voice in any aspect of life, then we're running into a huge problem, right? If I don't like your opinion or your style or your podcast or your cigar brand or your blog or vlog or whatever, you know what I do? I just go like this.
Click.
Next.
That's right.
I'm not sending you a DM telling you, hey, I don't agree with that. I think you're wrong. I think you're ignorant. I think you're dumb. I think your values don't coincide with mine. I think you should probably just go fall off a bridge. Whatever. No, because negative energy is the most extensive and exhausting energy you can have. Like, just shut the fuck up and move on with your life.
Yeah, I think the caveat, if that's the right word, to that is when there's BS that's out there, or if somebody's not spreading, that's not what I'm trying to say. They're saying something.
Oh, they're spreading.
Not true.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, well, yeah. Then you gotta send them a cease and desist, and you gotta do all.
Well, but you know what I'm saying? Like you need to, like I would be, based on my limited knowledge, I would be like, I would like to have a conversation with them. Like, where do you, let's talk about this. Where's this coming from? Maybe I'm I don't know, or maybe I was misinformed or you was misinformed, but and because it does come back down to the education, and if somebody else, a newer smoker or something or whatever, listens to that, and then that becomes, and if there's too much of that out there, then it can become a norm, or I don't know. It just,
Sure.
and we know that
Yeah, there's false information
and,
and all that. I mean, in journalism everywhere, right?
but I don't think anything is done ever, in my opinion, intentionally. Like I
Sure.
just think it's what they're
Not
saying.
not in this industry, right?
Right,
And
right.
the thing is you have to be able to have some free will and be able to discern what is facts and what is not, or what might be misinformation, whether it's intentional or not, and move on. Find,
But,
and that goes back to there's a lane for everybody, right?
but again,
Like,
is done purposely or is not? You see what is smoking the whole night today?
mhm.
Cigarettes. Why? God forbid I have a Padron 1926, 1964,
64.
blah, blah, blah. We smoking that? No, my cigar. We smoking that? No, my cigar. No, so I smoke this. And people all the time say, oh, Ish, you smoke cigars more than you smoke in the whole fucking year. I smoke in a fucking week. But
Hey,
when I come over here, I do this. Why? Because I don't want to say, oh, this is the best cigar ever. Or, oh, is smoking the cigar. Or is doing this. So I don't do that. So it depends how you perform and go. Now, if somebody tell me, okay, we're talking today about your cigar, and it's more your cigar. Well, I ain't allowed because we're smoking about your cigar. Just happened, I smoke all of them, or I couldn't find them, one or the other, to be honest. So I don't have the cigar, so I'm smoking this. But imagine that you are smoking your cigar, Justin, and all of a sudden I'm smoking a Opus. Well, that would not look good at all, in my opinion. So I go with this, fuck off, I do whatever I can. But it's people still to this day that they think that whatever you saw over here, it must to be the real thing to smoke. It is not. It is not. It makes any sense.
I've been to events where I watched one of the higher ups in the company repping his cigars and being there and not even smoking his own cigars. He was smoking Padrones. And we're like, what message are you sending that you're not even going to smoke your own cigars? You know what I mean? It's a mindset.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was an issue with one of the guys who had $100 cigar, and he was like, I wouldn't pay $100 for it, but y'all will, and you want it, so I'm gonna do it. And there was kind of a lot of clashback on that. And I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, like, I do smoke other brands, right? And there are brands that I rep.
Good defense too, right?
I know what I like. I've tried what I don't like. I'm going to smoke what I do like outside of my brand because it's not work. I don't have to overanalyze the cigar. I can enjoy the cigar for what it is.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I can just shut my brain off and just be like, I know that I like this. This is what I'm expecting, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Creature of habit, there's nothing wrong with that in cigar smoking, and I'll never knock anyone for being a creature of habit, but you cannot be a creature of habit until you find what your actual habit is. You can't just it's like sleeping, it's like marrying the person you lost your virginity to and just being like, it's the best sex I've ever had. What's the only sex you've ever had? How do you know? You know?
It's about fucking
No knock to anyone who's done that, but
we're not going to talk
Same
about
argument I have at the White.
talking about
Listen,
body damage.
I eat filet mignon all the time. Every once in a while, I want some bologna.
you know,
I'm an asshole, right? Whatever.
yeah. But you need to make a box pressed filtered 100.
filter. I would need a filter. That would not be actually.
It's not a premium cigar.
Well, you
just
do
make
have
make a
filtered
box
cigar,
press.
but it's filtered
Makes
with
a box
organic tobacco.
a box pressed cigar, but it's a cigarette.
You know what?
Thing.
Yes, because you in the show, I'm gonna make
Call it the
a cigar
Sir
for you.
Winston. Call it the Sir Winston vintage.
No, I'm gonna make a cigar for you. Just like a 10, 20 for you to try. And that's because I feel like it. And
Okay.
that will be
Oh,
for
hell.
the Cigar Dudes.
Oh, hell.
The Cigar Dudes. I already make 100 cigars for the fucking. I shouldn't say that. For the F. I'm sorry. Coffee company.
I broke him. He's broken.
I will do the same for you. Absolutely. You like it? Good. You don't like it? Put in the garbage and me. Hey, Ish. You a deep back. I don't give a fuck. You can call me whatever you want.
That's fair.
We only have 62 entries. Not that that's only. That's great. But if you get to 75,
you will have
we'll get another drawing.
Oh man.
So let's do Justin's drawing and give him a little bit more time at that. See if we can get some more. Because I see all he's been flipping his drums for like.
No, I'm good. I'm off ball.
Oh,
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm off ball.
So, hashtag Bunny Boy. All right. We're gonna roll right now.
One time can I win? Just one time.
You can. You over here. You can't.
Have to. I've been hunting that coin forever.
Why is he down?
I talked Bruce on one of them.
I'm putting him up there.
Yeah, Bruce has like 950.
I know. I thought I talked him out of one of them one day.
Well, because we have the gold, we have the chrome, and we have the bronze.
Yep.
And so he, being that he has
the tattoo,
not only my logo, but he has my Instagram handle tattooed on him. Like he gets, I'm a man of my word. He gets one of everything.
Zach said he wins. You can have it, Aldi.
Thank you, Zach.
All right. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. You must be present to win. Who will it be?
Oh,
Nick Campo wins everything. So I'm gonna tell you right now.
I haven't even seen Jonathan on here in a while. I didn't even see him post that. He may not. Unless he's just hanging out in the background. Let us know you're here, Jonathan.
Randy, we need music. We need some.
That's
a headshot if I've ever seen one.
Look at here.
Right. For a second, I
was going to put the timer on, but it didn't work.
Congrats, Jonathan. You are going to love that thing. You are going to love it.
Wow.
Jonathan, what size shirt do you wear?
I'm going to say large. Guaranteed.
I think I'm out of larges because we don't make many larges because there's not many people that wear a large in the cigar industry.
That's what I do.
Right.
I learned that the very hard way.
He has a
when we did the Baird Apothecary stuff, we learned that exactly.
There you go.
Yeah. Because, I wear a large. And so I was thinking, and then I went to an event and everyone was like, where are all your 3Xs? Where are your 2Xs? What are you doing? And I was like, I'm so out of my realm here.
Right.
I'm going to make hats. I'm making snapbacks.
You got it.
I think I have a
2X.
I would rock a Bunny Scally pin in a heartbeat.
Look at these.
Oh, yeah. That'd be cool.
All right. So we are, just to let y'all know, we're 12 away. Unless it goes to 70. If we went down to 70 instead of 75.
Well, if Jonathan reaches out to me on Instagram, we'll figure it out. Or however you guys want to do it. I don't know.
He's a 2X. You got 2X?
I'm gonna have to look. I think I probably have a 2X.
All right. So Jonathan, you can just hit me or Randy or Justin, and we can with your information, and we can get it to them.
Whatever's easiest.
Hey, how about you have to be following me on Instagram in order to win?
That should
Good
be
call.
really good.
Good
Yeah.
call. Yep. They got to be out
You
there.
go ahead and just
If
that
they're on
follow
here and they're following and they're watching us, they got to be following us because it's. And I want to say 99% of everybody in here is following us in some way, shape, or form. We got the people that are with us are just fantastic.
I dig it.
We'll give them. We can go about what 10 more
Even this
minutes.
one
and
is
give
for
them
you.
time to-
Does Nesca approve if we go to 70 instead of 75? Is it Nesca approved?
Approve.
There it is.
So we're
Nesca approved.
Seven away, guys. I don't know how y'all
So
can't.
while we're waiting for those, Randy, what is your favorite Vitola? Like, if you had to smoke one cigar for your entire life, you don't have to go brand specific, but let's go size specific or wrapper.
Well, size, I like Maduro. That's an inside joke.
Okay.
Well,
You like the BBC cigars, okay?
so
You love the OG BBW, yeah.
I
Just
think
so you know, Vitola is not what you guys think. Vitola
Correct.
is not size.
Yeah.
It's size or whatever. Vitola
This is the Vitola.
fine.
This is the Vitola.
All right,
Not
so my favorite size has to be 52x6. I think that's just what I dig a lot.
Okay.
That's just my go-to. I like it.
So 52x6 Maduro San Andres all day, every day. You can smoke for the rest of your life.
I do like Mexican, but I think I am right now. I'm between a Connecticut broadleaf. I mean not a Connecticut, a Pennsylvania broadleaf, and an Oscuro, like a Arapidaca Oscuro wrapper. I think that's my wrapper of choice.
Ish, what about you?
Oh, I would have you want me to disclose the whole thing of the cigar?
No, just one size, and maybe a wrapper if you're feeling frisky.
A size, I would Robusto.
So 5x52, 5x54,
50x5.
50x5. Okay.
50x5. Of
Three
course.
away. We're 3 away.
42x4.5. It will be Coronel. It will be nicest per se, but Coronel Robusto. And I can give you a blend. You want the blend or no?
I want to hear
Why
what your
not?
favorite.
Yeah, why
blend
not?
is.
Yeah. If this is a cigar that you would have to smoke every day for the rest of your life. So
Okay, I will put for sure Cuba wrapper, which is CU for Cuba, Brazil. Okay, that will be the wrapper. I will put a Nicaragua Esteli binder. I put IT13 Bishop 2020 on the fillers. I will put Q 98, Q 99, and go a little more. I will put probably Brazilian. It's two of them to pick up. But this Omaha, that is called. And from Nicaragua, I will put a second Nicaraguan, and from Cuba, I will put the Ligero. And that will be it. That will make a fucking amazing cigar right in there. Yeah.
okay. John, you're up. You're in the hot seat, John.
Easy Corona all day. Mexican San Andres or Matafina. I'm Jones and Matafina right now. Without question. And I actually love
in the binder or in the wrapper?
On the wrapper.
Okay.
I love Omotepe and Condega for binder filler. It's just with a little bit of jalapa in there.
Yeah,
I think that Omotepe. Yeah, I just there's something about it. I like the power of Omatempe, it just hits me right. I'm a big fan. But Matafina has been something that I've just discovered that I absolutely, it's just so unique, just so different. It's so, you can pull it right out, whether it's filler, whether it's binder, whether it's wrapper. It's just, it has such a distinct flavor.
But different country though. Matafina, totally different country.
Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that.
We didn't have country boundaries on here.
What about you, Justin?
Man, personally, I'd probably go with like somewhere between like a 6 to a 7.25 by like 48.
I don't tell her.
I really like a smaller ring gauge. I mean, I could even do like a 5 by 48. I'm a real big fan of Ecuadorian Habano. I like Indonesian binders because they don't carry a lot of strength. They don't carry a lot of flavor. So with that being said, in such a smaller ring gauge, you don't really have that opportunity to hide behind your fillers and your binders and all that. It's kind of just like cat's meow, like it is what it is. So yeah, I mean, I understand Toros and Robusos and 52s and stuff like that are where it's at, but yeah, I could fuck up a
what flavor
note
would you want out of that size? It's just taking notes. What flavors would you want? Would you want it really complex, or would you want it just kind of in thirds? Would you want it linear, or would you just want it to kind of wow you?
Yeah, so it's interesting too, right? Like we talk about flavor notes, and obviously, you know, when people say, "Oh, I taste chocolate, I taste graham crackers, I taste, you know, the morning dew falling off of my grandfather's barn in 1972." When
right,
we don't actually taste any of that. That's all our senses. We smell it, right? So it's kind of it's what we. If you've never experienced that smell, then you'll never be able to taste that smell.
Yeah, I've never licked a barnyard floor, so I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, like when people are like, "Oh yeah, hay." Like you've never tasted hay. You smelt hay before.
Yeah.
So you don't know, but I don't always need a fully complex cigar. Like, you know, something velvety hits the back of my tongue. You know, I can give it a V cut and I can rotate it 4 ways and hit all sides, you know, top of my mouth, back of my tongue, the cheeks, you know.
You like the V
cut? Yeah, you know. So yeah, I mean, I don't really need all that craziness, but something rich in smoke, balanced, oily, toothy. I'm all for it.
What would you blend him ish based off of what he's just said?
Well, I will do for what he does right now, or he thinks. I will do probably a Habano HVA wrapper. I will do a Dominicano binder. I will do IT13, Vision 2020. I will do probably a little for his taste transferring over there, and I will do I've been 2 of them, but probably will be just San Vicente Viso, and that will be it.
So if I remember correctly, you were messing around with like some Italian tobacco at some point.
Yes.
And that didn't pan out for reasons. You know, I don't know Ish like other people know Ish, but Ish is no stranger to violence or confrontation. If you burn Ish, he will make sure it's very public and he will go after you with all of his heart.
Oh yeah, he will.
So while I can appreciate that, I was disappointed that Brazilian, African Cameroon, Italian tobacco cigar never came to fruition.
Well, I carried on.
Yeah, that's
Now,
fair, as you should.
Have it is different thing, but I have it done. Absolutely done.
Yeah, and if you know, you know. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, I know.
Yeah, yeah.
Justin, did you have a stripper blessed cigar?
I did. Yep. So that's a funny story actually. That was when what's his face? I'm gonna pretend like I don't know his name because he always pretends like he doesn't know my name when he's talking shit and giving me free publicity. Went and called out Carlito for having inappropriate named cigars, and there was this
Brian.
whole like
Brianna.
kids shouldn't be, whatever, yada yada yada, right? So I was like, okay, let's just cut the crap. We're gonna make a cigar. It's not gonna have any bands on it. It's gonna have white bundle paper, and it's gonna be called XXX Private Party Adults Only. And it was literally just like a cigar that I had 500 made for myself, and I had them in bundles, and I took them to a strip club, and I had lipstick, and I paid this B Squad daytime stripper. I was like, here's $20, put the lipstick on and kiss all of these bundles. And she just kissed all the bundles, and then we went out, and it was just like my way of saying, like, fuck the noise, guys. Like, it's not about kids, it's not about sex, it's just about the cigar. And marketing doesn't matter because this doesn't have a band on it, doesn't have a box, it's in a white wrapper bundle. I think we printed the label on a 4x6 label maker.
Of course you do, Nick.
Adult XXX print, and I slapped it on there, and that was it. And
That's cool.
that was a badass cigar. That was one of the Negrito cigars that we were working on.
Not gonna believe it. We hit 70.
That's awesome. And of fucking course Nick has got.
He's got 5 more. 5 more to have my fucking
Nesca approved 70.
You already gave it the blessing.
Nesca gave us her approval.
Nesca said approval. Approved.
Nesca say, look, Nick is saying, I want to be with you, Daddy. I want to be with you, Daddy. Yes. Look, she's fucking massive, like a muscle for the place. Look, like a going like
been working out lately because he was getting a little bit.
She doesn't fucking even walk. Off. Nothing. She's
all right, man. So we're doing 70, right, Ish? I don't want to make Ish mad. Okay. 70.
Yeah, he'll flash you on Instagram. He'll 1099 your ass. Okay.
You know, it's funny. While I'm setting this up, because I've said it before, it can come across as that asshole, but I know Ish pretty well, and he does have a huge heart. He really does,
for sure.
He does.
But that's the thing, right? Like people who come across as assholes.
It's okay. No.
You can be an asshole, and you can have that dormant inside of you, right? And a lot of the people who have that asshole dormant inside of them are very kind and loving and caring and trusting people who don't like to get fucked over. Yeah, and then when they get fucked over, that asshole gets awakened, and it's like, I've been waiting my whole life for this. You know, it's like when John Wick was like, God, kill my dog, dude. I was chilling. I was living. Here we are.
Yes. We got 72 now, so let me set it up here then. Let me get this comment off.
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle. 72. That's good.
That's good. They might even be one more by the time I get this set up here.
Oh, yes, I love you. I love you.
All right. Here we go.
Yes, I do.
Are you ready, Ish?
Go for it.
All right, here we go. This is for the October sample of Factory Reserve.
I cannot wait to get this.
Cigars. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Must be present to win. Please say you're here as soon as you see your name, and it's going to be a little bit of time. If you don't say it, Christopher. Let us know you're here.
CTW.
He has
CTW.
won possibly
Please.
before, but it's been a while.
Yep, that's CCW.
Let us know you're here, CCW. I know you've been posting. Let us know you're here.
I thought he was the whole time. The whole time he was here. Please.
It's starting to get down to that
20.
everybody else like, don't be here. Don't be here.
Right.
Don't be here.
Hey,
If
you
you
got to
have not
hold
jumped-
out for the long run, man. You know,
If you've not jumped on a factory reserve, you are out of your mind. For $35 delivered, you are getting some amazing world-class smokes. Amazing.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and draw it. Somebody tell him he lost. All right, here we go.
Time out.
Round and round.
Jonathan
Jonathan saying congrats, but I don't see it on here. Nobody has posted yet. So here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Who will it be? Now
Oh my God!
What's funny is if you go way up to the top.
Dude, he was like one of the first ones. He was licking something earlier.
He did it he posted an hour before the podcast and said, winning Genesis.
Yep.
He's going to win it. And I bet he went to bed because he asked earlier if it was recorded.
Yep.
And yes, Anthony, it's recorded. He didn't go to bed.
Of course. He's dead.
Man, what a freaking prize pack.
Yep.
The giveaways were great. Anthony, I probably have your stuff, but go ahead and just send it to me. He made sure he did it again.
I got
right?
his address for sure.
Oh, yeah, you have it.
Yeah,
So-
you absolutely have it.
Oh, man. What a night, Justin. It's
He
been
bought
great.
one. Now he has two.
Oh, man. Where do you go from here but to bed, I guess? I don't know.
I mean, we could do like a really weird giveaway.
Uh-oh.
Don't call me tomorrow. Oh, it's not here. Well, tomorrow's a holiday, guys. It's Veterans Day. It's no mail. None. So Wednesday. This Wednesday.
Yeah.
So by Friday or Saturday we'll go there. So.
Yeah,
So-
daycare's closed tomorrow.
Yeah.
Me and the youngin, we're gonna go and get some free car washes and some free donuts at Dunkin' Donuts. And
Jacob said, I'm about weird. What kind of weird giveaway you got in mind, Justin?
so we could give away like a sealed bundle of the Maduro core blend,
Oh,
but it would have to be for like the diehard out there, right? So it'd require you
Point.
having one of my cigars. It doesn't have to be the Maduro, but it would have to be a Bunny Droppings cigar in any facet. Could be a collaborative joint, whatever.
Oh, you said color.
I got I got a bunch of heavy metal sitting in there.
So I want the most creative photo involving food with a cigar. And by this time next week, you can DM them to me. You can post them on the podcast page, whatever you want to do. We can all four collectively pick the best photo, and whoever wins will get a sealed bundle of Maduro.
Hell yeah.
I want the weirder the better, though. Like some weird shit. Like
Hell yeah.
shove your
a good
nub
thing
into a
Ed's not
Twinkie
watching,
and
right?
eat it.
Right.
I don't know. Whatever.
That is cool, though. Oh, yeah. That is
Justin, the funny thing is, so the Godfather hooked up Randy. Randy has pulled out some smokes. I'm like, how did you get that? You didn't even start smoking boutique until about a year ago. How did you get? Never mind. It was the Godfather. He's like,
Yeah, he's scary, man.
Ed
Sometimes,
hooked him up.
sometimes I call him and I'm like, hey, it's been a while since I smoked one of these.
Yep.
Do you have any? And he's like, yeah,
He
okay.
told me that last night.
He got everything. He got everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is one generous dude right there. I
He
absolutely
has
love
the biggest collection of Bunny Dropping cigars, hands down.
Yep.
Steve on Instagram says, I'll just buy a bundle of Quorum cigars and pretend I won.
You can buy a bundle. That's only, 5. I'm talking like 20.
I mean, you can
Talking
spend a
about
little bit
bricks.
more and get some great Bunny cigars. I mean,
what was the bundle? What was the bundle at? What was the bundle called at the vault? Because
So that was Robber Wabbit.
Because those were so good. I got a bundle.
Yeah,
I bought a bundle of those. They were just
Yeah, I think they have like 7 bundles left. It was a DAC Cigar Vault Bunny Droppings thing, and that was a damn good cigar. That had we've been messing around with like Peruvian tobacco a lot lately, and yeah, that was a great cigar.
So now the only Peruvian I've ever had that I know of is I've had Peruvian Habano, and oh my god, in a Corona, amazing, just amazing.
Yeah, I mean the core lines all have Peruvian and Indonesian, Nicaraguan tobacco in them.
I know Zach has been flexing the whole time about his Bonet box. What is the Bonet box?
So that was Zach's a crazy lucky dude. So he's kind of semi-local to me, right? And I did a raffle where I had like a tough, Pelican box or whatever, and I put like 1 or 2 of every cigar that we've ever done, and filled it up. And that was it. And then we raffled off for some charity. A buddy was going through a hard time and whatnot, and he got that box. And I said, if whoever wins, if they ever show up with this box to an event or something like that, I will fill it up. Well, of course, some guy won it in 2 hours away from me, and I had an event like 30 minutes down that street from him, and he shows up at the box, and so I had to reload it and all this stuff. But yeah, it's got some relics in there for sure.
That's cool. That is very cool.
One thing, Justin, if you don't mind, if you could do it, if you don't, that's cool. But if you want to get on and do a quick 30-second video, you can do it like that. You might put you some pasties on, but do a little quick on your channel or whatever on Instagram and put it out there that get on the cigar. If you don't already know what the weird giveaway is, go past the 2-hour mark on the Cigar Dudes podcast and see what the weird giveaway is, and that's what and you'll do that for a week. If you want to put it out there a little bit more, that's up to you, or just people that are watching tonight.
Yeah, so I'll do that tomorrow. I want to give the people that put in the effort and put in the time to watch this, I want to give them, a head start. It's kind of like my thing, right? Like people message me and they're like, "Oh, I missed the thing, I missed the drop. How do I get it?" And I'm like, just be better. I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Just follow us, like, or we tell everybody on Instagram we're gonna drop it, and it's guerrilla marketing, and it's like that for a reason, because the people who want it are gonna get it, and the people who think about wanting it, they're not. So
everybody also go to Cigar Coop, go message Cigar Coop and ask them how to get in that Bunny Cigars Bunny Drop, that cigar he's been talking about. You need to go at everybody message Cigar Coop and ask him about it. And if he doesn't know, then he needs to get Justin on his podcast and find out about it. Right? That's how you do that.
No, we didn't even talk about some of the other stuff that you did with the prison wallet and the Pruno and the soap on a rope. And that soap on a rope was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a fun photo shoot too. Yeah. Lit some candles in my bathroom and took a little bubble bath with them.
Well, and for me, it hit home because I spent so many years working in the prison system. So when the prison wallet, I got so many great stories about that, and it could go on for days. And so that shit just hit home for me, and it was just
it's fun, man. Like it's just fun. If you're not having fun with it and you can't laugh about it,
absolutely,
whatever,
absolutely.
So,
all right. Well, let's go around the room and let's at least, well, Aldi doesn't have to go to bed too early, but, and if you're looking to get on the Cigar Dudes podcast, go to any of the Instagrams of the Cigar Dudes podcast Instagram. You can look at the link tree. There's a link to the Discord there. And we typically go in afterwards and have sometimes. Aldi usually doesn't go in there because he's always sleeping this time of night, but he's off tomorrow.
I'm an athlete. I got to get in the gym for 6 o'clock, bro. I'm an athlete. I'm broken. Did I tell you that? I tore my bicep and I didn't know it. And I was literally doing preacher curls and I'm doing preachers and I'm like, look at that. I'm like, I can fucking see them. I'm getting jacked. And my doctor's like, no, dummy, that's your bicep.
Yeah, that's your bicep that's just snapped into a ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, look at that. That. And he's like, yep. Yeah, you tore your bicep, dummy.
Yeah. I tore my bicep when I was like 15 and I had this tiny little knot in my bicep and I thought it was so cool.
Yep. I tore the upper one, so it's not. They can't do anything about it. He says we don't do surgery. It's cosmetic. He said if you tore the lower one, then they would have to do surgery. But the upper one, you're beat. And I said, what about the shoulder pain? And he said, just suck it up. I'm like, I've been for like months.
But you don't continue. This is your life now.
Yeah. Yep, this is it, right? I texted my trainer and I said, bro, I am feeling every bit of 57 today. Every bit of it.
Yep.
A little bit of HGH, you'll be fine.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, Ish, final words, brother.
For me, Justin, do what you do.
Always.
Make whatever you can and surprise everyone with some Bunny Droppings, whatever. Like I said, I was surprised 3 years ago with my sticker in my fucking thing. I said, who the fuck did this? And
I don't even remember doing that.
One guy, but I remember. I have video. So, man, do what you do. Don't care about what people say or can say or whatever. Who's bigger, who's smaller, whatever. Man, just do whatever you want. And from my heart to you, well done. Whatever you did, in my opinion, is fucking wonderful. So I'm sorry. Yeah, I see the F word. F word. I'm sorry. It's freaking good. It's freaking good.
Mother fudger. You got to start dropping mother fudgers.
All these final words, bro.
Listen, I have had the opportunity to hang out with Justin and be around Justin. It has been an absolute honor and pleasure. I love everything about what he does. He's as real as it gets. What you see is what you get. And his cigars speak for themselves. He doesn't care about what people think. He's just do what you do, bro. This Maduro is fire. Just don't stop. Don't stop. The sky's the limit for you. There's no question.
Appreciate it.
Final words, Justin.
You got it, man. You got it.
Well, I mean, final words are someone get me a tissue because y'all just made me so tingly inside. Who needs Viagra when I can just jump on one of these podcasts?
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy a new bunny suit after tonight, man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. My fiance, she's in trouble now. You know.
All this foreplay tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
It's already
I
done.
would never believe it. Three bearded men just made me feel like I was on top of a mountain. I love it.
Three bearded men gave me a boner is all I heard.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see a new cigar drop coming.
Right.
The three bearded boner or something.
The 3BB.
Yeah. Triple B.
Oh my gosh. All right, man. Well,
No, I guess those are my final words. I don't know.
Hey, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I've had Y'all be looking for the 3BB.
Yeah.
Because,
Y'all be on the lookout.
You think of having sexy time, just think of these dudes.
Nick does. I know Nick does.
It'll be called the Iron bad ass motherfucker 3 bearded boner bunny cigar.
Yeah.
Apothecary.
Not clowning around about these sticks.
Yeah.
Is that how you said it?
Wow.
With
was,
that, we bid you guys farewell. Thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to get your favorite bunny stick and send in them crazy and not I mean, I don't know. He's Justin's
Do what you gotta
crazy.
do.
So do what you do.
Crazier the
with
better.
whatever picks, just just not unsolicited certain picks, I would imagine, but
They're all, none of them are going to be unsolicited. I am soliciting.
Yeah.
I've had, dude, when we dropped Betty, the BBW 2.0, people who bought a box, they came in wrapped in a 3XL granny penny.
Oh my God, I heard about
that. They did.
And I had individual send an email to the @info website email, and it loaded like Al Gore's internet, like pixelated, like it was like,
oh my gosh,
dude. So in stages, and he was just in the mirror, and they fit him like a fucking glove, and he was like 5-star review. The cigar's okay, but the panties, like, they were great, fit like nobody's business. And I was just like, this is the best review I've ever had in my life. Like, a grown-ass man just took these Temu panties that I bought, put them on, and contacted the website's email address to tell us how great it was. And the thing was, it wasn't even a selfie. Like, someone took the photo for him, which I could only assume would be his wife.
man.
Go figure.
Yeah. So that's what it's about. Like,
It's been a great time. We'll have to do it again. And with that,
Sure.
I bid you guys farewell. Thank everybody for hanging out, and peace out. Y'all love one.